Hello everybody and welcome to part 49 of my Lizardman Let's Play. Right now we are just concentrating on clearing out Loffen. I do have a little attack to do here. We have left a couple of places abandoned here because basically with that sort of territory I really can't be bothered dealing with it because it'll just cost me too much. Now we are about to start building an army, a new army here. So let's get this one going. Straight out 4 of these guys. We're going to wait until we can get the higher level dinos. Obviously a couple of horned ones, a couple of these guys. We are also going to get ourselves some... no, we're not going to get some birds. We don't use them anymore. We use the stegodons instead of them. Let's try and work out what else I want to get from here. I think actually I want to be waiting until we've got the higher level stuff. Before I do push out and think, oh yeah, 4 normal Saurus warriors, because I like that combination, because these guys don't have the primal instincts. While they're much better, they don't have that primal instinct mechanics. These guys are very good for simply, they're all very good for holding a line, and overall, you know, the Temple Guards are probably better, though they do technically do less damage against normal units. They are also good versus large, which does help because they're halberd infantry. However, it is straight up. They're more survivable, but they also take a bit more damage, and they don't have that enrage mechanic, which is very, very nice. So obviously here we've got the enrage mechanic, so we can rampage if we're at certain points, which means we don't have control, but it means they can stay fighting for quite a lot longer. Anyway, let's get you leveled up, mister. So again, we're just pushing straight down the damage route, making immortal and honoured elder straight away. And we still have points left over. This is where it's getting quite good with these guys, because we get so many points to spend on them now. Which is very good. So let's up his health and give him a little bit extra defense. Okay. And he will be going straight into this army. Now Kroq-Gar is angry. They just wounded Ratok, guys. That guy I've had him since the start. You know, Ratok has been with Kroq-Gar since the very start, and one of their agents wounded him. So Kroq-Gar is angry at the moment. So we're going to build up here, and we are going to smash them. To be fair, Kroq-Gar's angry, I'm angry as well. I did not want to be losing that, so yeah, I'm not happy at the moment with how with the way things are going. Was defending here. I don't necessarily need the magical resistance. Really don't need that, but we'll chuck, you know. So anyway, let's maintain that siege. So in a couple of turns we'll be having a few good battles, because I'm going to want to fight both of those. And these guys are, yeah, we are happily sieging away here. I'm going to keep pushing out siege towers here, because I'm more than happy to hold a few turns because I would prefer them to push out. Right. Let's have a look what's going on here then. And that's a nice easy auto. And this place is its own little place. I really don't care about them here. It's not an elven port. That's interesting. I assumed it would be an elven city. Oh, and we get wine production here as well. And we've got a mysterious island out here we're going to head to next turn. That'll stop their movement for now, and I'll move them on to that next turn. And we've got a little bit of levelling up to do, which is nice. Let's get that fireball, because this is a bound spell, so it doesn't actually use magic to cast. Okay. You can start heading straight back up. Straight up here. You are nearly ready to start moving. You can also start heading straight up. Alright, let's start upping our income again. So we've got quite a lot of armies going up. They're all slightly different layouts, but they're all nice, solid armies. This guy just needs to wait for his agents before he moves on. I am so annoyed about Ratok getting injured. Now, do I need to re-recruit Ratok when I get him back? I'm not sure how this works. Or is he just going to appear somewhere for me? We'll have to work that out when we get there, when I'm next recruiting. Right, this place can go straight to the public order one, and we've got a few extra bits and pieces of building to do. I'm going to wait with that one and end turn. Okay, we are pushing up here because I'm going to move in on those orcs soon, which should get the Spine of Sotek's dwarves liking me a little bit more. I've just unlocked the achievement Yar, which I assume is for taking Saratoga, which is a pirate island. So, okay, so the LVs are falling back now. I think, well, I have broken their backs now. You know, they can't really recoup enough because I've smashed their sort of main settlements here, which were around here, and I'm certainly Loffen was unsurprisingly one of their main settlements, which so destroying that's had a massive impact on their income as well. Sorry, I am drinking a lemon sip at the moment, as you've all been hearing me coughing lately, so I'm trying to keep on top of that. So Mazamundi is doing his thing. There's a bit of an ongoing war. There's been an ongoing war there for a long time, and Mazamundi's actually come out of it quite well. There were points when I thought Mazamundi was going to fall over. There were points when he had very, very little territory left, actually. And he's managed to pull it back every time, considering he's been at a major war there. And at one point he also had Teclis ripping into him, and he was down to 3 or 4 territories, and he really pulled it back on his own. I mean, I did kind of cut Teclis in half as well, but even with that, you know, Teclis had more territories in his territory than what I'd cut off. So, and I certainly never fought Teclis's major armies. Okay, so they wanted to carry out a successful assassination against this character, and I'll get a Blessed Carnosaur. And Pendat, Skink Priest, is ready for duty. So they do reappear near where they were, because this one was with this guy, so he can start moving back up. Right, we are still building up here. In fact, we've not even started building up here, really. We are getting there. We are just about to be able to recruit more Skink Priests here. Here can start leveling itself up a little bit more. I'm going to start popping the income. I'm just trying to work out what other building I want to get here when I can eventually do that, because I believe the elves get a landmark building here, so I probably will get another landmark building, an elven court, I believe, which will potentially give me quite a few buffs. Okay, so I'm happy with where I am at the moment. Let's have a look how this is going. Is Kroq-Gar ready to take out his wrath? No, I want at least 1 siege tower before I start taking out my wrath on these guys. And as I said, this army is going to get a lot of tweaking to it soon as well. How are we doing up here? We're doing fine up here. With this one, I want to get a few more siege towers before I go in, because I am going to be fighting a lot of elves here. So having all these extra siege towers, having lots of siege towers, I mean, ideally, having having at least 4, that means I can get 8 units on the wall at once and I can flood the rest back up. We'll also give my lead unit here the ability to cause fear, which will be very beneficial to us. Okay, so a few turns, guys, and we will be getting on to that. I'm going to start moving this army over. This has got some, let's take the campaign buff. This army has got some of the units I'm bringing over, so like these guys and the horned ones and these ancient stegodons are actually for Kroq-Gar's army. Because once they get there, I'm just going to be tweaking Kroq-Gar's army a little bit, giving him various new units, you know. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be swapping out these guys for the ancient stegodons, and I will potentially put another Carnosaur in here as well. So we'll be using our ancient stegodons as our as our extra artillery, because well, these guys are still good, but against elves they're just not really worth it. So this guy can level up, and let's have a look. Where's my nearest place I can start building up another army? Does this place actually have a port? Yes. So we are going to start building another army here. What do I need to build these? I need a blood shrine of Sotek, so I need somewhere to be able to build a blood shrine of Sotek. It doesn't necessarily need to be a top tier building where I build that. Actually, Kermi is now, and we've got here, which is right in. So I'm going to knock this over and we're going to start building that shrine there. We're going to pop out another lord here. So this is a lord we've used a bit before. But I've still got a bit of levelling up to do with him. Okay. You might recognise the layout, it's getting fairly common. Okay, we'll leave that there for the moment, while we level that army up. Obviously we're going to want to pop out a couple of lords for him as well. Though if we're building a blood shrine here, we'll be able to build that, and we should be able to recruit a Saurus warrior here as well next turn, and a skink priest once we get that altar, and then we'll get some more armies up there. So we really are pushing out all the troops here. Now I need to remember to start paying attention to these guys a little bit more. I'm going to move in to deal with those, to put myself in a position to deal with those armies there. And the invasion forces, the relief forces for the invasion are pushing over now, so we are going to be in a position where we can really start hitting them. And once all these guys get in place, guys, once we've taken Ulfman, all of these armies are going to head to Nagrond in one massive armada, and I'm going to do one massive invasion. In fact, I'm even tempted to do something. Ooh, no, I'm not going to do that. I was tempted to sail down down right into them, because there's a great big bay with a couple of peninsulas either side of it. I could sail right into the heart and literally land at Nagrond and take it, but I want to destroy them, and that's a bad way of doing it. So we'll land on the islands. We'll get ourselves a foothold first. That's the key thing to do. So I will take a foothold where I will build up a defensive base. While it won't necessarily be easy regions to hold, it will give us a defensive base to move forwards from and move armies back to if I do need to rebuild them. But while I'm doing that, that's going to take one army to hold there. And while I'm doing that, the rest of my armies are just going to burn through. Are just going to continue to burn through nagger on and do as much damage as they can. The one place which is worth me taking early is Marafi's capital, because there is a building there. I don't know if it will copy over for me, but a lot of these buildings do give me something else which stops the public order effect of corruption, so that could be very useful for me if it copies over, because as you've seen, as you can see, whenever it goes over and looks at Marathi, she spreads corruption, so all of her territory has pretty much 100% chaos corruption. Okay, so he is ready to start moving now, but he needs to get his hero on board, and he can start sailing over as well. Okay, so we're gonna pop a blood shrine here, and let's recruit a Kroq-Gar veteran here for him. It's determined, immune to psychology, that's always useful. Straight up. Unfortunately, he doesn't get any time for any cold ones. He just, sorry for the bad pun, he just gets straight onto the Carnosaur. Okay. So let's keep on with sorting these buildings out over here. How is the geomantic web doing these days? It's getting there. I still have a few, it's still not great actually. I don't quite know what flashing means. Does that mean I don't control the entire region? But it's better than it has been, and I've got some links over here. I have the link across now, so it's getting better anyway. And places like this, I just don't have anything towards it yet, but we'll get there. Okay, anyway, I'm not so fussed about all of this at the moment. It is now time to pursue some of our attacks. So we've got 3 now. I'm going to pursue this attack first. I'm doing a cheeky save before this battle, because this is going to be a proper battle, guys. This is going to be a major battle here, because they have a lot more troops than me. They've got a lot of archers sitting in the back there. So I am going to have to really push out the damage here. Obviously, we're going to smash through their gates with our various units here, because we've got multiple monstrous units. So, well, we've got a couple of monstrous units and our Kroq-Gars. We've also got him, but I don't necessarily want to be throwing him through too early. They've got a lot of magic users here, so I do want to be careful of that. And we're going to be smashing people up to gates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got enough. We've got six siege towers, which means we're going to be able to get our guys up onto the walls very, very quickly here as well, which also is going to be of a great benefit to us, because we're really going to be able to push up onto those walls and clear the elves off quickly, at which point I will get my skinks up there so they can start shooting down, and we will just start pushing back through, and we will retake Angerrial, where, as you remember, our men fought diligently to the last Saurus and last Kroq-Gar last time. Okay, so we are now in position to start here. Straight up, we are going to go straight against this bit here. And everybody else is just going to be ready to move in behind you guys. And you guys and our Lord are going to go straight at that gate. Oop, no, not quite what I want to be doing. Okay, you guys can start charging this gate with my Lord. You guys can start moving up into this little middle section here. So I don't want to be getting in the way. Why are you not moving? Okay, that's better. They do get caught up on each other occasionally, which is a little annoying. Now this is where things get scary, because you can see the damage they're doing to this with their archers here. That's how many archers they've got there, so you do always want to be a little careful. But once we're in range of the gate, that's not necessarily going to be such a bad issue. I'm going to preemptively pop a heal on those Kroq-Gars. And these guys are really good at soaking up missile fire, actually, so... Why do you keep stopping? Stop it! Okay, so let's get these guys moving up a bit further. We are hammering on their gate. As soon as that gate goes down, we will... Oh, they've just opened the gate. Oh, I hate it when they do this. They've not actually opened the gate, so I can't actually charge the rest of my units through it. So the gate's just kind of gone a little bit odd on me. Okay, you guys can move over here. You guys can move here to back these guys up as they go through. We are damaging the gate now. I'm going to lose that Carnosaur, annoyingly. You guys can all start heading up these. And my skinkies can spread out a little bit. See, this really annoys me when this happens, because it actually stops me from taking the gate, smashing the gate. Even though my Lord is through and doing a lot of damage, as is my Carnosaur, it's bugged the gate for me. Let's throw a heal on my Carnosaur. These guys can keep trying to hit these gates. Everybody else is up on the walls now. These guys can start squidging into the centre. These guys provide fear as well, which is really good. So we are all over these walls and clearing them out. But as you can see, they have a lot of people back in the city still. So even if once I take these walls, we're going to have a lot of fighting still to go. Okay, now the gates have shut, we can actually start damaging them. Which is ridiculous. We are doing well on these walls, but they've got a lot of archers back here as well who are also shooting at me on the walls. It's a tactic I use regularly as a high elf, as I actually quite a lot don't defend my walls. I will wait on the walls. And again, the gates are bugging on me. Okay, so we are breaking them on the walls now, which is good. Let's just keep pressuring in. Now the gates are down, so now everything is going to come through in force. You watch here, the Kroq-Gar's coming in as well. Or not. There you go, now we're starting to muller people out the sides. I'm actually going to start pulling a couple of units down to the sides as well. I'm going to pull my and pop a heal on them as well. So they're going to come down so they can help support here, as are these guys as well. And that way we're going to start pressuring on these guys from the sides too. And we are really beginning to clear them off these walls. Let's throw out a few buffs. Let's get you out and hitting these Lothan Sea Guard. So my Lord and my Carnosaur, I'm going to try and break through to hit these Lothan Sea Guard. There you go. Now they're charging in. Whoa! So they are devastating that unit there. Right, we are starting to clear. We're still having some issues. Certainly these heroes up on this wall are causing us some issues. We're going to keep throwing out heals. We are taking a lot of damage here. So this is by no means an easy battle. I can't afford to to sit on my laurels here. I do really need to keep the pressure on here. You guys can all really start pushing in now. My skinks are doing their jobs. They're all running quite low on ammo though. We've got another heal to throw out. What's the lowest? Throw that on one of these units here. Okay, you guys can now slam back into here, having bounced all of these guys around. And here we go, smashing back into them as we charge back in. We're really pressuring. The walls are breaking now, so that's good. We're going to start pressuring down with more units. You guys, my skinks, I'm actually going to start moving up onto these walls now. These guys can move up over here a little bit. We are suffering here. I'm gonna start losing units soon, so I do want to be careful. While these guys are enraging, they can get a heal because it's going to take them a while to go down. All my units up here have now enraged, so I am in a little bit of trouble. However, we are beginning to really push through and break them all. Right, so my monstrous units can, my lord can start charging up the rest of these archers, as can my other monstrous units. Now that we are breaking them here, I want to start pushing out these archers. They are what are causing us our biggest damage at the moment. Come on, Lordy, you can start pushing through against these Loffen Sea Guard. Okay, we're going to pop another heal out on our lowest health units. This guy does start healing individual people as well, which is very good. Sorry, he starts resurrecting. He can actually resurrect, and you're going to start pushing up as well. This is not going how I wanted, actually, guys. This might not be a victory here. However, we've done a lot of damage to them, and as you've seen, I've got so many armies coming in that I can afford to take the odd loss. And they are breaking. This is going to be a close one here. These guys enraged up here are a pain because they're not really doing anything useful. You guys can keep the charge on. Everybody who can actually move, you guys really need to keep the charge on. I'm actually going to pop a heal on my lord next. And now we have their lord coming in. So we're going to hammer straight into him as soon as he's down. He's actually moving in behind us. So we're going to get our lord straight back and onto him. Because if I can deal with him, that will really, really help us. So everything here is going to jump onto that lord. And even my skinks are going to start shooting these guys. Okay, they can come off skirmish. They can actually get in and start helping. All of my skinks who's run out of ammo can get in and start helping. I know it's not what they're meant to do, in fact, but it's going to be my best option. I want to kill that lord. Killing that lord will really start breaking the morale of these guys. My Carnosaur is going down here. I want to get a heal on him if I can. But while these guys are enraging, this is the beauty of Lizardmen. They may be enraging, and once they kill this guy, they will move on. Because they're all trying to attack him, which is the issue at the moment. But while they are enraged, they won't break. So they're not breaking, which is good. But I pretty much have very little control over this army now. We've just wounded their lord, so let's really start pressuring forwards again. You guys can hit them actually. I know they're going to have Kroq-Gars on them. And now you can see these guys are all starting to crack and flee completely. Be completely broken now that their lord has gone. Oh, this is getting messy. Let's keep the pressure on here. God, I wish he'd move, because if he'd move, the rest of my guys would actually start moving. Right, no, let's keep charging these guys. I don't want these guys to have a chance to regroup with my few units which I actually have control of. Okay, I am going to pop a heal on these guys now. Oh, why won't he die? He's trying to run away, and when he's running away, they kind of don't seem to take much damage. Right, let's keep the pressure on here. They've not got much here, so actually I should be able to push through this quite easily. As you can see, they're breaking as soon as I get here now. After I've killed their lord and there's so many people breaking off the field. Oh, now that, I was not sure I was going to win that for a little bit there, guys. Because their archers were hammering me there. So that is the danger of fighting elves. Their archers are deadly. Especially the high elves, more the high elves. Well, I say more the high elves. The dark elves, they have armor-piercing arrows as standard. So they are also going to be very nasty to fight. And they are something I'm going to have to really pay attention to and watch out for. But that's probably going to be one of the harder battles of the ones I'm currently sieging. So, but that was a very good battle, and we've now recaptured here. We're going to spend a few armies. Okay, I've aborted that mission because I killed the character. And we've captured that settlement. But no, that's probably going to be one of the hardest ones, and we are going to sit here for a few turns just to recoup. But you can see how quickly we're already getting back, and then we are going to start burning our way around again to really start pushing things and clearing these territories. So right now we are in a very nice position. We are pushing forward nicely. I can now recruit the. I thought I could recruit a Skink Priest. Can I not recruit a Skink Priest with? Oh god, I need the next level of it. God damn it. Okay, so we're going to knock this over and rebuild it here so that I can start getting things to get a Skink Priest. I'm a numpty. Anyway, guys, so we're in a nice position here. We are at our 30-minute mark, so I am going to be ending this session here. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed that nice big siege battle as well. It was quite fun, even if it was a bit tense at times. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching.